Testing. One more time, testing. Okay, it works. Hmm. Good morning, YMDD. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Off center. There you go. Now it's on center. 2, 2. Okay, we have to make it 3. One divided by 32. 16, 16, 32, no? Yeah. And give it little legs. Hello, Shiro. Welcome to the stream. Your Blender theme looks so cool. Yeah, it's called Midnight Blue. I think you can find it. I'm pretty sure in the preferences. Let me double check. System themes. Yeah, it's called Midnight Blue. You can find it. I think in the Blender. I forgot what it's called, but you can find it. Midnight Blue. Anyway, how do I make the legs? Look at this. Move this to the side. Huh? Cut in half, and then we inset both faces. Not like that. Honestly, it's gonna separate these split faces by edges, and I just size both of them down. Ooh, before I do that though, I need to move them back, or else they won't fit properly. Three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. I can probably move this further. The duplicate. It says here it is 20 degrees. So I move it here, rotate it -20. There we go. Yep. Got like a little pause in the front. -90. And because they go downwards, I have to at least rotate these this direction. Okay. On the edges, just a tiny bit. I can make his legs a bit skinnier. There we go. Just a little bit more. Alt S. Nah, that's too skinny. Fine. And then the tail. Tail is easy. Okay, this is aligned. 90 degrees up. 45 in the X side. You rotate outwards. Up. Solidify. Plus extrude. With I actually extrude you in the opposite direction. No. Twist 90 degrees. There we go. Much better. I can still go a little bit more inwards, I think. There you go. I need to subdivide in the middle so that the end can be tapered off like this. I'm gonna increase the size here. Alright. And then googly eyes. Yep. That should be it. I'm gonna give it texture. In texture, let's make it 16 by 16. I'm gonna do it the same way Patient did it. Furry guy, Goofy guy. One. Okay. Texture, image. Right. Goofy guy. We have this. Change this to paint. All right. So I need that. Then we need one more. That is this color. Where is anti-aliasing? There it is. Turn off anti-aliasing. That's it. Okay. And then just unwrap this. Split the screen so that we have UVs in one of this. There we go. This can be check from view, and this can be the white part. Everything else is boom. Maybe a bit brighter. .98 and 97.5. Good enough. All right, now how did he do Suno's fur again? I think it was noise texture like this, right? And then we go Voronoi, plug position in here, and then we move this as object, turn off randomize, and then we go check it out here. We've taken a no, let's use a float curve. I like float curves nowadays. Alright, let's check this out first, see what it looks like. That's what it looks like right now. If I connect object directly here, what it looks like. If I connect it to position, then nothing yet. But if we increase the scale, there we go. Yeah. Add a bit of scale. Ooh, okay, wait. One more thing. Add a color. Plug this here and set it to multiply. So this is like, I guess this is kind of fur. Hit flat on this, make sure this has the same material. It is technically fur, but we can do better than this. And I want to make it so that this doesn't get affected by this somehow. How would I do that? Not sure how I can do that though. Can't make another mask, so let's use 32 for this. I can't do 32 for this because if I do 32 for this, it becomes too big. Don't normalize it. Oh. Too large will become noisy. Let's do 16. Decreasing detail makes roughness 0. Distortion is bad. I use another Voronoi texture. Edge to distance to edge, maybe? Use it like a stony texture. Or what would make a good fur texture? Let's try out all the textures, right? So we have Gabor texture, which I never tried before. Ooh, wait. What if I try a 3D Gabor texture? What does it look like? This could work if I rotate it by 90 degrees. I don't know how this works. So I'm just gonna do it the normal way. Snap. Yep. So if I rotate this by 90, ooh, oh, it's generated, that's why. Yeah. Increase the scale so you can see a bit more of it. But this is closer to sand, I guess. Normal. No, orientation is just a vector rotate, no? No. How do I make this like... There we go. Inistropy. I have no idea what Inistropy does. Hello, Leonid. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, this is very confusing. It seems like different directions give you different things. Phase. That's not useful. I mean, that could be useful, but not for me. Intensity is just the grunge. Fleshy texture. Not what I'm looking for. Let's try a different texture. So we have Voronoi checker, multiple images, window, White noise is just noise. Texture coordinate won't work. Gradient texture, not useful. Voronoi texture, already tried it. Texture, checker texture is not useful in this case. Magic texture. It's either magic texture or it's wave. And this is what magic texture looks like. Increasing the depth just increases the amount of... I have no idea what that does actually. Don't even pretend like I do. Do this. I want to rotate it so that these go like this. Then maybe I can get like a coat looking texture. It's 8 o'clock in the morning and you've already started streaming. Wrong. It's actually 6 o'clock in the morning and I've started streaming already. Yes. Distortion is not good. Hello, High and Dreamer. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Today we are making fluffy creatures. And I'm not sure how to do it. Or I'm not sure how to make them look fluffy, you know? Okay, and then we add this here. Nope, that doesn't work. I guess noise texture is just the best, right? This looks the best. Like you can barely see it, but I do this. Yeah, you can barely see it. It's like this is I can take this, you know. Ram. You can barely see it. I have to make a new material for this because it's different. I'm gonna call this fluff. And then new material, I'm gonna call this, and then be the same material, but duplicate it. I'm gonna call this eyes. And then I just remove the multiply, plug this directly in, move everything else. And then I'm gonna set these two to this. There we go. You can barely see any of the shadows because we don't have a toon shader on. So I'm going to get fuse, BSDF, plug this into a RGB, shader RGB, color mix, multiply, color, multiply, there we go. Put this here, plug this on the outside, put a ramp as well here. Plug this outside and set this to 0.5. Then when I add in a sun lamp, rotate it, turn on sun, set the strength 3. Okay. Then Control G, call this the toon shader. Copy it, and we're gonna go here, paste it, drop it right here. Okay. And now we can test out this because I think it's on the other, it's like flipped right now. Oh, nice, okay. So if I add in a cube, size it down, cast a shadow. Okay, it's casting a shadow, but we're not seeing it yet because not strong enough. Right, we set this to constant. Yeah, there we go. Oh, weird edges on the thing though, for some reason. What does normalize do? Right. Because shading, it's really like meh shading. Could be better. I guess this is because of oh no, we just have really meh shading. World 0. Okay. Oh, weird. Wait. This back in. There we go. Much better. Oh wait, this should be before. Right here. Right? There we go. Also, it'll be too dark beforehand. Okay. Let me compare this with. Oh, we have a saved image. Yes, we do. Save this as Fluffy Guy 1. Okay, I need to see how Patient did Suno's beast form. Suno beast. Alright, how did he do this one? Tingler, do you know how to pixelate a mask by object? I mean, texture coordinate blender shader mix. I don't know what you mean by pixelate by object. What does that mean? That doesn't make sense to me. How does one pixelate a mask through an object? Unless you mean, okay, texture coordinate in okay. I'm assuming, let me just grab a cube here. Are you saying you want to pixelate this? Hello, patient. Welcome. I'm trying to figure out how you did this. Yeah, you did it the same way I did. Okay, your factor is set to this number. I'll use this number. Fur is still an issue. All right. Hey, do you mean you want to pixelate this texture? If you do, I'll type it in Minimakers. This is what I do if I want to pixelate that. Set random 0. There you go. Hopefully that's what you need, but if not, then I have no idea how you pixelate a mask because I don't know what mask you have. You know? Anyway, now that we have the number, let's do this. I don't need this. I just plug this directly in here. I type in project discussion. Could you like ping me on the thing? It's not the same. Actually, no. This is the exact same as Suno. No, is it? Maybe it is. Oh, you. Oh wait, no. You. I am stupid. Okay. Suno Beast. Don't save. No, I just opened up Suno Beast again. Fluffy. Yeah, I put this here, and then this becomes this. All right. Yeah, now it's the same as Suno's. Honestly, might as well leave it as this. Hello, Merdeka. Welcome to the stream. Okay, here it is. Snap matte with mask. Yeah, again, you use let's do this. Whatever your texture coordinate is, if you're using, just put Voronoi in between. And I'll put your position while your randomness is set to 0. This will pixelate anything that comes in. So in your case, you put it right before your mapping node. Or actually, no, put it after. Is it before or after your mapping node? I'm not sure. Let me check. If we move before, it moves via. It moves like the center point of the pixels. If we move it after, it moves the pixels itself, right? So you can decide which one you want to move. This moves smoothly. This snaps it in position. So you need your Voronoi texture somewhere after your texture coordinate. Doesn't really matter where. Don't use snap, and you should be fine. Yeah, that's it. Can I use a ambient occlusion map here as well? Ambient occlusion look like. Ooh. Multiply. Not this one. Let's put it inside Toon. I want to see what Toon looks like with ambient occlusion added in addition to diffuse. Multiply. Not a vector, but it is okay, I guess. Ooh. But then it just looks like diffuse though, right? It'll just look like diffuse if I do this. Doesn't look terrible. I like how there is some stuff here. Now it's completely flat. There shouldn't be any size variations to this. There's still some size variations. Never mind. Need to eliminate all size variations. or not size variations, but just any variations in height, so that we have sharper shadows. Okay, I'm just gonna remove this. I don't think it's useful. Just these two. Put this back in, and okay. It's the eyes, and then here we plug this here to get the fur back in. And I guess I just lower the size of the eyes because it is currently too big. Maybe I make this circular, you know, subdivision. I can see it. I mean, at this point, I should have just made it a circle, honestly. And we need an outline on the other side as well, so I can just duplicate size Y, size up. Ooh. I mean, that's fine. A little too much. Just like a little bit. It does look 3D though, which is not really what I want. Now he looks like he's angry. Is that specular? What? Why is his side glowy? Huh. That's weird. Why do you feel why does it look like you're Yeah, what's that? Oh, this is why. Closest. There we go. Nice. Yes, that's fine. So I'm really not satisfied with like the fur texture, but like there's nothing much we could do about it. There's no way to make fur and blocks at the same time. Guess what I need to fix right now is just the sharpness of the shadows, because shadows look really like not sharp. Like look at that. Like the old EV shadows for some reason. I don't know why they look like that. So I have shadows. Why is the shadow soft again? There has to be a reason, right? They call it normals. Why is the I'm confused. How sharp is this? Shader world, and then make this like non-existent. Does this make it like super sharp? No, we still have like noisy shadows. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Uh, this wasn't here. This wasn't like this before, no? Is it like a sun problem? If I use a area light. No, even you are like that. Huh. What happened? In this is if I lower the steps. Smaller object in EV introduce soft shadows too. No, because I did a demonstration where I disabled the soft shadows. There was a whole argument about it. And now the soft shadows are back. Okay, it's steps. Lower steps mean that makes but now it just looks shit. It just looks bad. Add more rays maybe. Maybe more rays becomes more accurate, no? Try 6. 6 rays. Nope, this doesn't make any difference, so I'm gonna set the raise to 1. Step is fine though. Wait. Let me check the guy. I mean, the shadows are sharper, but now they're blocky. Which is, I guess I'm fine with that. Not too big of an issue. Switch this to a sun lamp now. Set the power to 3. Jitter? Overblur? Interesting. Let me try a new blend file. No, it's always been like this. Huh. 0. It's always been like this. Wait. 1 second. I'm gonna go to Discord and just double check my conversation. Yes. From... Oh, I can't disable streamer mode. I don't care. Like discussion in the shadow setup. Okay. 1 second. Eevee. Yeah, because it's sharp in this image, but okay. Let me check what you sent. Don't save. Okay. Whoa, why is it super sharp here? Okay, no, it's not. It's sharp, but it's like really low. I think it's somewhere here. Performance, memory, shadow pool, 1 GB, light probes, huh? Positive GPU, pixel size 8, automatic 1. No, but this is like super, turn the resolution up. Which resolution? Oh, shadow resolution. Okay. So even then, it's still has this, right? Okay, wait. Is it only point lights? Delete. Let's go sunlight. No. Okay, wait, no. Yeah, look at that, look at that, look at that. Aha. Point lights don't have this issue. Increase the exposure instead. Yeah, no. Wait. What is the settings here? Soft fall off. You have soft fall off enabled, but you have no soft fall off. How the hell does that work? Okay, so I'm gonna move your light away, and I'm gonna put my light in, sun. And I zoom in. See, this is not This is not soft. I mean, this is soft. But your point light makes a sharp shadow. Which, does that make sense physically? I guess it does make sense. Yeah, you have sharp shadows here. But mine is not soft shadows for some reason. Or mine is soft shadows. Why is it soft shadows? Huh. Sun resolution limit. If I set this to 1, then we don't have it anymore, right? Yeah. Turn the filters to 0. Okay, let me put this back to 6 then. In your light settings. Okay. Filter to 0. Let's check the difference. 1, turn off jitter. 1 and 0. It doesn't. Let me remove your light. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference, does it? Ooh, is it angle? I think it's angle. Okay, wait, let's try it. Let's check out angle. It's angle. What is angle? And found it. But why does angle make a difference? Oh, wait, I think I understand. I think I understand. It's kind of like this, right? This is what I think is happening. Yeah, it's like a spotlight. The larger the radius, the more light spreads around. It's like this, yeah. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, that fixes my issue. Or not, it's not an issue, it was just I was really confused. So I set the angle to 0 here, and if I zoom in, it's sharp. Yeah, and then I can like set this back to 6 because I don't need it to be at anything else. And then viewport here, 1 GB. Nope, it's still turn off jitter overblur filter. Okay, angle 0 and filter 0. Good to know. Your weird shadows, but I mean at this point doesn't matter. Does it really matter? Ooh, wait, we can change the resolution limit to increase the resolution of the shadows. Interesting. This will kill my PC though, right? Eventually, at lower and lower resolution limits. 051. Okay, there's like a hard limit it seems. Okay, good to know. All right, so Fluffy Guy 1 is done, and Fluffy Guy 2 is just the same guy but smaller. So I'm just gonna duplicate him to the side, and I just make him smaller. Oops. Make his arm smaller as well. And then everything smaller. Including guys. There you go. Right, 2 out of however much we're gonna do today. A bit changing here. 5. Weird issue here at the edge. What's that? Is it just... Okay, it's literally just doesn't... It just doesn't reach. Okay. Yeah, it just doesn't reach. That's fine then. Alright. Rig... I guess I'll just rig up immediately. No point in waiting. Right. Shift C, stretch 2, then add tail. This is start and bendy bones. Let's make it like 8 bendy bones because we don't need too much. Tangent, tangent, start, end. Okay, and then everything here will just be the bendy bone, I think. DB, assign. Well, E. Squish him. Turn off, maintain volume. I can do it manually now. Okay. Viewport display as B-bone. Display size. Lower you down. Okay, you can barely see shit. Okay, and then you just need a subdivision modifier. Oh, we already have one. Simple. Animal Clark. Well, nothing we can do then, right? Yeah, it works. Doesn't work best, but it works. It's weird that the mirror is better than this. I subdivide before, subdivide after. I think it's subdivide after. It doesn't really make a difference. Like it's slightly better. Oh. Ah, shoot, that's annoying. I have to switch this from object to UV because it's not gonna work with object. But then I have to change the size because the size is really bad. Some of these are like non-existent. Cube projection. What is this? Smart UV projection, I think, is better. Yeah. What, are you guys not using the same texture? Yeah, you are. And then I just need to make sure that all of you are not there. I'm going to check your solution. All right. I think I just reread the question you're giving us, and I do not think our solution will work for you because 1 second, but that doesn't work. You're trying to snap. You're trying to make pixelate in a way that these pixels line up with your object coordinates, right? That is difficult to do, I think, because you have to. That's difficult, no? Because then you have to pixelate the UVs, right? No, but my brain's not working. I don't know how he's gonna do this. How would he do this, actually? I'm not sure, honestly. Wait. Just try the solution. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? You would have to pixelate UV because it doesn't make sense to pixelate object. Because object would be like he would have a pixel here, and then when the mask comes in, his mask will be like this, right? But it will mix in like this, so only half of the pixel will be gone. But he probably wants the whole pixel to be gone at once. In order to do this, you have to make sure to snap your snapped pixel onto this. But I don't know. There's no way for you to map this to this, right? Unless you use UVs. But then if you use UVs, you can't use this as a mask. You can't use UVs as a mask usually. So this is just an issue that I don't think there's a solution to this yet. You have to find out your own solution. Theoretically, you could like put this exactly in the right position and then you animate it so that it always snaps 1 pixel when it moves, right? That's one way to do it. Okay, so now I have this. I'm just gonna move this over, honestly. Split faces by edges so I can move all of them at once. Oh no, we can't. I need a bigger texture. Oh well, that's fine. I'll do this. Oh, it's not seamless. Oh shoot. Oh shoot, man, it's not seamless. Oh, come on. Alright, I'll do the normal way. Project from view. Alright. Project from view. Ah, wait, why did I select you? Alright, project from view, and I'll make sure I put this in the thing. Okay, and then here, there's a don't select this. Okay, now we project from view. And we know it's here, so I'm gonna move it here. And we go backside. View on project again. Some of them are going in the wrong direction, but I honestly do not care. As long as we get something going. Ooh, don't. No, I did it. Oh, I did it. Oh, no. Oh, well, it's too late. I have to live with it. Okay. What do we get? No, this doesn't make it. This is not working. It's not working. I can't UV project this properly. Q project. Let's just Q project it, man. Honestly, I cannot. Yeah, Q project is just much better. I cannot deal with this shit right now. 16. Let's try 4. Oh, 4 is too little. And so I think I could solve it if my objects will snap to Blender own unit grid. I mean, 1 pixel equal 1 UV. Yeah, that would be one way to do it. It's pretty difficult to do it that way though, because I don't think I wouldn't be able to do that. But you got this, I believe. This is so annoying, man. This is not working at all. Screw it. I don't think I can use your way. I'm gonna do it my own way. Unless I keep projected again. No, no. Nah. This is too much for my brain. Dissolve it. Can I not dissolve the switch? Oh. Dissolve it? No, I can't. Apparently I can't dissolve the edge. Oh yeah, because that's the okay, no, I can't dissolve that edge, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna texture this. I'm just gonna texture this. Oh, I needed that. Yeah. Start with the little guy. I feel like the little guy's easier to texture. Okay. So if little guy won't work, we're gonna have to go back to block. No, texture. Characters, texture, new folder? Yeah, pixel grid. Let's try a 64 by 64. Actually, 32 by 32 might work actually as well. Let me UV project from view and lock this. That's not gonna be enough. We need a larger grid. Unless let me just check. Yeah, we're gonna need a larger grid. 64 by 64 should be fine then. 64. Do I have a 64 grid? I have the really bad 64 grid. I don't want the bad one. Surely there's a better 64 grid I can use. Nope, there is only one 64 grid I can use, and this is the only one. And it's a terrible one. Do not like the look of this one. But no use in complaining. Okay, so how am I gonna do this? You know, should I use that add-on that Lucas sent? Maybe I'll do it. I'll do it. Lucas sent it in discussion, I think. Or no, he sent it in help. Yeah, he sent it in help. Let me just quickly download this Vox Cleaner 3 free version because I don't have any money. Right, and where is it? Vox Cleaner. Vox Cleaner V3. Let's try this out. See how useful it is. Edit preferences. Add-ons and install from disk. Vox Cleaner. Right. I have no idea how to use it, but I have it now. Right, lazy clean. Let me just do a cube projection, right? And then enter object mode to clean. So clean. Eesh. That did not do anything good. Okay, so step 2 process is running. Finish that first. What do you mean, step 2 process? Huh? Uh, I'm confused. Oh wait, he got. Okay, wait, no, they gave me a. I'm so confused, bro. What? My brain is not working. What are you saying? Save. I'm just gonna revert the file, and we're gonna try it again. No, no. It says here the two-step process is running. Finish that first. What two-step process is running, bro? Reset settings. Bruh. Okay, so we don't use that. Bro, I'm so confused, man. Maybe I should have watched the tutorial before doing this. Okay, one second. I'm gonna reset Blender. I think Blender's broken. Oops, I deleted the stream. That's not what I wanted to do. Oopsie. Pop out. How is it hard to make something blocky chunky if tech dev it never dev to visualize it? Okay, I'm not sure what you're saying, but it's definitely it is hard because it's not the intended usage of the program. But it's possible. It's always possible. Alright, give me a second. Don't save, and then I'm gonna reopen Blender really quick here. That should reset the add-on. Then I can try again. Alright, open up Fluffy. Toggle full screen. Alright, let's try this again. Preferences, add-ons, box, so something, box cleaner. There you go. And then I'll save preferences. There we go. I should probably go and watch the tutorial on this. Exported voxel models have ugly geometry. Cleaning is needed for these models to perform well. Cleaning is time-consuming and cumbersome. What is Vox Cleaner? Oh, I see. It's like remesh modifier, or like it's a fix for the remesh modifier making terrible. So I can't actually use this, right? It's not very useful for me. So this is specifically for cleaning up. I thought this was a texture thingy. 64 by 64. I'll try it anyway. Rotate UV islands. Nope. Base image has alpha. No, it doesn't. All right, let's try two-step. If it doesn't work, we're just gonna do this manually. No, even better, I'm gonna export this into goddamn Workbench. Ready for texture bake. 5.6 vertex reduction. Okay, cool. So you gave me like a really blank color, so this is not gonna help me too much, but let's try it out anyway. Closest. I could technically use it, but it's not that good. Yeah, I'm just gonna block bench this shit. Alright, let's go. I'll start with the small guy first, and then we'll work on up to the big guy. Alright. Or I can just do both of them at the same time. File export as a .obj. And I'm gonna call them fluffy guys. BB. Selection only. I don't need materials. I don't need UV coordinates because I'm gonna make them myself. I do not apply do I apply modifiers? I do not apply modifiers. It makes it easier. And export, and then we're gonna try out Blockbench. The problem is I don't have the texture for shit. Right, so I'm gonna go and turn on Blockbench. Go for a generic model, create new model. File name will be fluff guys. And I'm gonna import obj model. Flowerstorm, fluffy guys Blockbench. Right. And boom, we got and we have issues. We have Encon issues. All right. Let me go and fix those. Ah, it's because of this. Okay, that makes sense. Convert changes. File export .obj. Selection only. This name. Okay, and let's try that again. By the way, check the Neritantan. Well, I'll say that Neritantans. Let me check. Made in Abyss. Made in Abyss. Nerit. There you go. Neritantan. They are. Whoa, they're just fluffy guys. All right. Ooh, that's actually. Let me see if I can use them as a reference. Actually, I'm seeing triangles as their thingy. Gives me an idea. All right. I'm gonna start with the little guy. Oh, there's an issue. The little guy is scaled. So much issues. All right, I'm gonna try that one more time. Give me a second. I'm gonna quickly fix it in my side. But I don't know what the scale is. You know what? It don't matter. It don't matter. I'm just gonna do the big guy. Yeah. I'm just gonna texture the big guy. So let's start off with a texture. Create a texture. Nope, don't import texture. Create a texture. Rearrange UV's power of 2. Combine islands. I don't need to combine islands, but it's nice to do. Nope. We need it to be 1 texture size or 1 pixel density higher. This is better. Okay, and then we snap UVs to pixels. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, at least you guys need to snap. Snap UVs to pixels. Snap UVs to pixels. Okay, I need to at least snap these guys. UV overlay. Oh my goodness, I don't know how you guys snapped that badly. How did you guys snap so terribly? There we go. Now we snap. Much better. Snap UVs pixels, and then you as well snap UVs to pixels. There we go, much better. Green is not done yet. Snap UVs to pixels. Okay, and I think we can start texturing now. So I shouldn't have done it for this one because it looks not good, but doesn't matter. So where's my graphics tablet? Okay, I should have separated these guys by things because it's gonna be a little annoying to do. Lower this to 2. So I have a slight idea of what I want to do. I have no idea what I want to do actually. Unless I increase the texture size, I don't think I can properly pixel art fur, is what I'm thinking. Oh, okay, so it doesn't work. That I have to. Huh? Am I using my thing? No, it's fine. Something's wrong. I thought something was wrong. Huh? Why? Okay, that's very confusing. Let me just reset my tab. There's something was wrong there. There we go. No, why is the bottom of my thing snapping to the top? That's not supposed to happen. Okay, I dropped some images. Let me see. All right. The issue here is if I'm trying to like I need a very high pixel density for that to work. Like, you know, I'm not gonna use my I'm not gonna use my graphics tablet. I need a really high pixel density, which is not good. What am I gonna do? Think. You know what? Let me see if I can find an example of pixelated fur. Pixelated, for example. Uh, what's a Minecraft mob with good fur? What's a Minecraft mob with good fur? Sheep. No, wolf. Wolf. Minecraft. How do they make it? Oh, interesting. I don't know how to do this. I mean, use 128 texture but low poly model. I guess, but like, the higher the texture count, the harder it is for me to the texture, you know? Because I can't texture for shit. I need Neo, man. I need Neo to help me. I'm useless on my own. I can only texture clothes. I can't texture. I can't texture anything else. I'm gonna try it out first, because I can always, you know, we can always try again later. We're gonna try this out first. The problem is in the original, they're like, you know, very one color. They just use one color. So what I'm thinking here is I'm gonna go into. Okay, do we not have like a color wheel on this thing? Surely there's a color wheel. Picker. There we go. We're gonna use a very small shade. I'm gonna do it the normal way. We get circle. You could create a texture. You could recreate a texture. I could recreate a texture. Ooh, we have an issue at the top actually. These are not the same shape. Snap. Why do you snap like that, bro? Snap properly, please. There we go. A little smaller. Too large. Make it 3. What did Neo say about texturing? It was a tip he told me. You almost never want the edges to be shadows. That's what he said. Center lines all with the shadows for some reason, and I believe I have so much faith in him. I'm going to just blindly believe him. I'm just gonna believe him. I don't know. I don't really understand. I kind of understand why, but I'm not gonna think too much about it. I mean, it makes sense now when I think about it, because shadows are usually towards the inside of your limbs, not the edge of your limbs, right? So why would you put shadows on the edge of your limbs? That's what he was. That's how he's trying to tell me. I think. So here we have some shadows because it's the bottom of the model. You are not matching up at all. We need more. Turn off the painting grid so I can see this a little better. Oops. Well, now that I think about this looks quite a lot like what's his name? Morpeko. It's got the same body shape as Morpeko. Maybe I could try shading it. I can probably find like a pixel art of Morpeko. Morpeko. Pixel art. Uh Morpeko pixel art is not what I was thinking. Maybe I'm just gonna type in Morpeko fan art. Nope. Pixel art? Pixel art fan art? It's like the pixel art is like not good quality. Nope, it's not gonna work. We'll keep on going. This is already looking pretty decent. Still bright, but I think it's fine. I'll lower the color later. I'm not sure about my Blockbench. My works on Blockbench is, let's see. Ah, that's pretty good. I like these textures. These are good textures. Oh, hello Barbasha. Welcome to the stream. We're doing good. I'm struggling a little bit with texturing, but besides that, doing pretty good. Increase the power. We're making fluffy, guys. I can probably ask Neo to clean this up, but he's a little busy. A little too strong. Okay, and then we do the ears like normal. There you go. At least the ears look nice. This is not terrible. This is not terrible, you know? Okay, let me do some cleanup now. 100% pixel perfect brush. This will be the darkest color. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Hmm. Knowing that they're not symmetrical, but my bad for not mirroring it. I mean, I can still mirror it, right? I can still mirror this if I want to. I can't do, I can't do this. This is not making any sense to me. But it doesn't have to. It just needs to look decent enough. Okay. So bright, man. Holy. I can live with this. Yep, I can live with this. This is not an absolute failure. So I'm gonna go and export this immediately. Fluffy guys, yeah, save. Okay, and then I save the texture as well. Texture. All right, let's try. Let's see if this can redeem. If my Blender skills can redeem my texture skills. Import.obj fluffy guy. Okay, closest. What do you look at like right now? I go like this. Uh, copy these. Actually, no, honestly, just copy the tune. Than anything else. We are in AGX, I think, right? So I need to switch back to standard. Oh my god, you're so bright. Holy. Let's calm you down, because damn, I can barely see my screen. Let me copy this guy's color. All right, a little bit brighter, a little bit lower. There you go. And then we increase the dark part as well. Delete you. Okay, maybe we make you bright again. It has to match Suno's hair eventually, right? It has to match Suno's hair. I can live with this, honestly. It's not too bad. Get the fluff. Let me see if I do bring you in. What would it look like? I'm gonna call this fluff a fur color. Mix color. No, color multiply. 0.477776. Honestly, tail. I'm just gonna cheat. Ooh. That's about the same color. I think this is a decent enough fluffy guy. The only thing I can think of that I can do to improve this is this. Point 0.85. 0.85. Yeah, this is not bad. I can totally, yeah, I can so live with this. Hmm. That gives it a bit of texture. Honestly, I kind of dig that. I kind of dig this. Add a tiny bit of texture with the noise. Lower the noise. Ooh, what if I make it overlay instead of multiply? This work? Yeah, and then I lower this. Let me make sure I match this. Boom. 55. Not exactly 55. It's 64. It's 64, let's be honest. Right? It has to be. It's not 64? It's not 64. It's 55 something. Eventually, these will line up, right? Yeah, right here. Oh, it's so close, but it doesn't line up perfectly. What's the next time it lines up? Right here. This is the closest it ever lines up. The 64 is close, but it's not it. 66. Nope, 66.7 I saw. 66.7 is the closest we got. Alright, I'll ask the boys what they think about this. So bright, man. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this and then put this on 0.5. Ask everybody what they think. Alright. Guess I'll ask Lucas to, but Lucas is asleep. Won't ping him. Sleepy man is a sleeping man. Hmm. What if I just directly connect UV to noise? No, it won't work. Unless I have like each of these faces as a thing, it won't work. This is fine as is. All right, one out of go a lot of guys. All right, next one. Oh, I'm tired. Even though I slept enough. All right, let's make sure the rig still works though. TB assign. What happened to the armature? There it is. Armature deform. Hope you lost your color. Oh, there it is. Why does it look different? Oh, it's because I don't have the subdivision. Shadows look weird. What does it look like with a normal diffuse? Not a shadow, so we don't actually care about that. What? Oh, it's because we're in cycles. My bad. Shader to RGB. There we go. Back in, and then go to tune, and set that as the thing. Nice. Right. So the other way we could have made the fluffy guy is we just added like we just rip out some stuff. Rip failed? Why'd the rip fail? Oh, it's because they're not connected. Yeah. Don't work, so it's just fine, I guess. Just live with this, and then in order to make the smaller version of this man, duplicate everything, move to the side, move him to be slightly on the smaller size. Luckily, there's not much variation in his middle underside texture. So when I scale him down, it's fine. Okay, and then make sure this has its stretch reset. There we go. And now we have small guy as well. I have to rig his legs separately though. Could be easy, but gotta keep that in mind. I can get these done as well. I'll just get the model done now. I'm getting a bit sleepy. That was a weird looking shadow you got there. Nope, that's not it. Do the usual easy way. Nope. How do I make this guy? got, so we have a square here. And then we have another one here. And then a big one here. And we have like a small hump, just add some shape. Okay, let's try that. I'm gonna use planes instead of cube. Okay, that wouldn't be a camel. Something like this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. This is about the right shape. And then he looks up a little bit. I don't think it makes a difference here, but might as well. Yep, and like that. Make sure all of these are connected. And we have pretty good geometry, honestly. Subdivision. Okay. If we subdivide it like this, and then we make these specific parts, also the outside as well. Just the outside of this everything, really. We increase the outsides so that when we extrude, it looks fine. And then in addition to that, yep. And here, maybe we add some vertex crease so that we get that curve downwards. And the curve downward, the one down here actually doesn't matter. Here it matters, I think. Yeah. Okay, here, I can remove the mean crease. And then now I use vertex crease to control how much it goes like that. Up here as well, reduce. Take this back, stick out a little bit more. And erase remove the mean crease here. Same reason, because we're going to control the using vertex crease instead. The problem is when I solidify this, is going to be a little bit off. Actually, wait, no, it's pretty fine. 0.05. Here's, okay, wait, I have an idea. I have a better way to do this. Let's try duplicate, move this to the side. Duplicate again, move it towards the side. And then Alt S Snowworks size up. Faces, and then dissolve these vertices or these edges. Or no, I just take the inside vertices and I just delete them. There you go. Now, can I just grid fill this? Does it work? No, it doesn't work. Okay. I think about it. I don't think I need this part because I can just mirror this. Mirror on the X. Bit closer, 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 closer until it touches and it merges. There you go. Something like that. All right. When we check, it looks. Ooh. Right. And then let's move this up. Move this outwards. Subdivision on. We have a really sharp edge here for some reason. This is so sharp. Oh, this is just really sharp in general. Oh, it's because this. Oh, wait. Why is this so sharp? This is surprisingly sharp. Is that why? No. Move this back. Maybe that's why. No, this is just surprise. This is just gonna be sharp forever. You're not supposed to be sharp, sir. How are you sharp? Every turn, everything. No, it's still sharp. What the hell? You're supposed to be not sharp. I'm gonna make an assumption that it's because you guys are not centered over here. I'm gonna. You're centered. No, it's just sharp. Like none of the others are sharp. Even this is not sharp, and you have vertex crease. I want to delete you, honestly. There we go, much better. Okay, so it was a glitch. It was a weird glitch. And copy your eyes. Barely see it because of the shading. This is face to be a bit more like this. There we go. So now I can put his eyes right here. Hmm. Nah. Too close. It has to be here. Nothing much I can do about it. Anything if I go there? Eh. Good enough. And then we turn on subdivision. Get out of smooth. Here. Eh. It's kind of derpy. I don't know. It no longer looks blocky, which is kind of sad because that's the whole point. But if I turn off this, it looks, unless I just, make a few changes here. That is better. It'll be his ears. Other way around, I think. Oh, looks squished. Nah, this is scuffed. I'm just gonna use a plain. He has rounded ears, so please do this. Oh, where are you going? E, is it C? Oh, this is global. I need normal. There we go. Looks more like a capybara than a ferret. Because of this. No, not because of that. Yes, there we go. It's not, doesn't exist. Right? That's what we're looking for, right? We're looking for this. Hmm. I don't know if this is what we're looking for, but I guess it's fine. A bit more forward. Eye position might be the issue. Hmm. Now, how do I make it so that he has legs, but it doesn't look weird and disconnected? Not sure. Oh, wait. Oh, you guys have been just watching that for quite a while, haven't you? Huh. Oh well. That's quite a few minutes lost looking at Blockbench. We're back here now. So hopefully we didn't lose too much interest there. For it. What do we do here? Make his tail pop up, maybe. A bit lower. Something looks weird here. Make it a bit more rounded, yeah? And then legs, right? Let's do legs. I think what we do here is we inset a face a little bit, all right? And then we extrude it outwards. Extrude it again. Oh no. Is this enough? My issue with this is it looks too close to the thing, right? So I'd have to move it like this first. And then I extrude it outwards. After I extrude it outwards, I have to rotate like this. Yeah, I'm okay with that. That looks fine. Looks a little bit like Nummel, but only a little bit. Oh yeah, it looks a lot like Nummel. Oh my goodness, this is just Nummel. Numel, however you say his name. Did I go too far? I feel like I did, yeah. But this is getting connected. Is there a better way to do this? Don't think so. He's a little bit chunky, so I'm gonna slim him down a little. Individual origins. That looks terrible. We're not a square. Whoa. Moving too far to that side. Good enough. It's not thin enough. Like his legs are not thin enough in my opinion, but we're gonna have to deal with that. I can make him thinner like this, I guess. Yeah, much better. Actually, that's good. Right, let's bring out his tail. Let's inset again. Move it to the side. We're gonna pull it out. Move it to the side until they merge. And that should be it. Take this. Make sure this is size to 0, so it hits that. And fluffy tail shouldn't be too difficult. What happened here? Oh, it's because I extruded you in that direction, that's why. I have to use 3D cursor. Do it again. Okay, and the last part is extrude. Extrude the last time. And just close it in. Single point. And merge by distance. Right. That's the first. Ah. Right. See what looks like in material mode. I like this ferret. I like this guy. This guy's nice. Move this out a little bit. Shade flat, honestly. Yeah, shade flat. Give a shit. It's Minecraft. Size Y0. Move it out. That's a little too far out. Nah, it's not needed. Yeah, and if I shade smooth, it looks slightly better, but I'm gonna keep it shaded flat, and then I'll use I'll use what is it called, texturing to make it more obvious. This is the easy part. Duplicate, not separate, but separate this. Actually, wait, no. I only want this one. Move up, size it down, up again, then more time, move it like here. And make sure these guys go to the edge. Up. Right. We need a little bit of a ring here. So honestly, that's what you get. That's what you get. Boom. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I kind of like it. Subdivide, no, solidify. Wrong one. You know. And we just give you guys both the same texture. Okay. And then we're gonna unwrap you. 16 by 16. I'm gonna call this UV projection, doesn't really matter. Shader, UV editor. And then we put it at some point here. Let's do it in the corner. Why not? Okay, and then image paint. The color will be this one right here. That is not the correct color. What the hell? Increase this, make it a bit more red. That's the color I'm looking for. Am I? Huh. Yeah, that's alright. That sounds fine. Unwrap a cube projection, UV, and then let these guys have this. And now we check it. Yeah. I might as well make this one smooth because it's not too big of an issue. Yes, this one's not too big of an issue. It's smooth. A little bit on the rough side. Okay, it actually turned out much better than I expected. Huh. Good job, me. I should remember that I need to UV unwrap this and texture this myself manually. Also won't look good. Right, need to get some of these shapes down. Okay, so let me change the angle of the light, see how it reacts. Uh, Constant. It's not terrible. It's not good. It's not good either. Okay, first thing here, we require this to go down because we need the eyes to have like a definite shape. Okay. This is an issue. I need this to be like a complete plane. Yeah. Yeah. Now the only issue is I just need to make sure that they look good at certain angles, which is easier said than done, but I think we just have to survive with this. He's gonna be there for like 2 seconds. It's okay. Smoothing, normal smoothing would be nice to have, but without subdivisions, this is like it's difficult to have. There we go. Ah, wait, that's surprisingly good. Not like perfect, but it's surprisingly good. If I had Catamol Clark, it'd be better, right? But we're not gonna use Catamol Clark. We're gonna use this. The more subdivisions I have, the better the smoothing is. Same material, and we're gonna unwrap you. We're gonna place you right beside here. So this one will have that green texture. Image, paint, and let's paint it like this color, right? Should be this color. Hey, there we go. Easy, easy peasy. Don't need to worry, boys. What is that color? I don't like the color. I'm gonna remove these guys. Vertex crease. I'm gonna move you closer in. Okay, now if I go in and add in I'm gonna move it to, honestly, wait, camera is fine. We'll leave it in the camera scene. Line art. Collection line art, and we make it so that it is the camera collection. Then we add a camera. I don't have a camera, weirdly enough. Ooh. So let's focus on Furret. I know I'm calling him Furret. He's a ferret, not a Furret. First, the Pokemon. We're gonna lower the, where is it? Lower the thickness. 3 is fine. Edge type, we're gonna make it silhouette. Individual silhouette. Turn off crease threshold, turn off interactions. We're gonna go to the color for layer style. Blend mode will be multiply, lower it by to 0.3, and then it's gonna be like a tiny tint of brown. Not bad. I say it's not bad. I say it's pretty decent. I say it's pretty good. I think this is the best ferret I could have made, honestly. Given the constraints, I think this is the best ferret I could have made. Nah, that one doesn't look good. Keep it like this. Looking at it from the front, it's a little, it's hella goofy, but not much we can do about that. Alright. Let's continue working with this. Okay, does this make much of a difference? The color honestly does not make much of a difference because of this, right? It's set to multiply, which will always darken things, regardless of, unless I brighten it up. If I brighten it up, I have more color. So let's make it like this. And then we go back in here and we just lower the thickness to 1. 1 or 2. 2. Okay. Edge marks loose doesn't make a difference. No need light reference. It's not properly doing the thing though, so I want to save. What if I apply the mirror modifier immediately? Let's apply the. Ooh, wait, no, it's because of this, isn't it? Hi, remove you, or not remove you, but I'm gonna move you to a ferret collection. Move you to ferret. Right, and then we do the line art on the ferret collection. Okay, ferret. It's not working as intended because it's not outlining the back, which is a little weird, I feel. It's not able to read that back part. I wonder why. What about this angle? You can read it from this angle. This is fine. It doesn't have to read the angle, but it'd be nice if it can. You guys have a lot of increases that you shouldn't be having. You have a lot. Oh, that's a lot of increases, which I think is not very useful. Is that why the thing wasn't working? No, it's not why. Oh, it just doesn't want to read it. Good morning, Luke. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Contour. Contour does the best job. I wonder why it's like this. Either way, I quite proud of this. Weird that multiply makes it brighter. Well, not brighter, but anyway. Maybe a bit this color, then we lower the brightness to this. Yeah, there we go. That looks about it. Not the same as that guy. Do a bit of changing. Here, I can make this a bit more rounded just by taking you guys and sizing you down. Let's go normal. Not gonna work. Oh well. Yeah, look at that. Look at this guy. Look at this little guy. New mascot? Not really, but we got a little guy. Got a little guy now. And we go and take these guys and drop you down further. No, that didn't work. That would be worse. We'll keep it like this, right? So we got these guys, and we got this guy. I think this guy is the good one. These are okay. I really like this guy. He's surprisingly good. I didn't think it'd look out. I didn't think it'll look this good. Don't think I'll make this one. This one's like, eh. Stick with this guy. What happened to the contours? The contours are gone. Oh, because I was selecting it. All right, so we rigging them more. Yeah, I'm rigging them. This is easy to rig. Super easy to rig. You're gonna bendy bone in the middle, bendy bone on the neck, and then legs will be separate. And then bendy bone on the tail. 3 bendy bones, but not chained. Actually, wait, no, they will be chained, but without an overall bendy bone. So, I think that should be easy enough. Tail's a bit short. Yeah, I didn't want to make it too long because I think it's because of this. This part should probably move a little bit here. I think it's fine as is. I don't want to make the tail too long or else it'll be too difficult to control. So this is the bone setup. We're gonna have a head bone, neck bone, 1 bendy bone for the body, bone for the legs, 1 bone for this like fluffy puff over here, and then 1 bendy bone here. Right, so that's the bone setup. I guess I'll just do that quickly before I end the stream because I'm getting tired. Go like this. Add a bone armature, and we're gonna call this the root. We're gonna move it down so it faces downwards. Duplicate. We're gonna move these so that they align with the legs. 1 here, and then another one here. I forgot that I probably should rotate you 90 degrees. Yeah, 90 degrees. And then over here, we select all of you guys. RZ90. Negative. No, RZ90. And then U, X, X. Right. And now we can do this. Duplicate to the side, and we'll call this leg dot symmetrize. Why rotate them though? Just want to know because of this. Now I can use the symmetry option. The symmetry option only works in the x-axis. That's why I rotated them. There's always a reason for things. It won't work on the y-axis, it won't work on the z-axis. It only specifically works on the x-axis. Okay, so I'm going to rename you from leg L to front leg L. Right? Does it change this as well? Does not. I have to change you to front leg L. Duplicate, move you back. Control F. Bones front into back. These guys can. Oh, we need to move you a bit down though. Move you a bit down. There you go. Then duplicate this. This will be the bendy bone. Center, make it a little bit big. End it wherever you are. We go wireframe. There we go. Oh, hello, Parmesan. Persimmon. I almost called you Parmesan. Sorry. Almost called you the wrong kind of food. Move this up till here, and then this till here. Call this head, call this neck, call this BB. BB has to be to clear the disconnect the bone, right? And then we duplicate this, snap it here, and I guess I align, not roll, I want to align the bone. Duplicate, right? And then size it. Oh, 3D cursor, there we go. I'm gonna call this end, and again do the exact same thing again, and move this here. Call this stop. Okay, and then click on this bone, enable bendy bone. Maybe we'll do 5 segments. We don't need that much segments. And then we go tangent, tangent, start, end, and then Shift C, stretch to. Alright, cool. Once we're done with that, we add in a bone to the back of this. Here, and then another one right here. Okay, and then we're gonna call this one off, I guess. I'll call this one tail. And then let's do some really quick weight painting. Super quick. Tail. Assign. This is also tail, so I should probably assign this to tail too. Okay, and then this is puff. Could I assign this to puff too? I don't think so. I'll assign all of this. That down there too. All of this will be part of. Not those on the bottom. All of this would be part of BB, and I don't think I called you BB. I did call you BB, nice. But let's just do a test, see what it looks like. All right, we're getting there. Wait, you got a little too far, I think. Okay, this will be neck. Pretty good. Everything in the front then becomes head. Sign. Yeah, look at that. And then these guys all need a modifier. Armature modifier, add target bone. Ferret. Ferret. BB. Oops. Why do I have 2 back legs? Ooh. 0.001 or no, 0.001 becomes nothing. Boom. There you go. Then we add these to here so that when this moves, those move too. Perfect. Then we're gonna go select BB, deselect BB, and then deselect these. I'm just gonna put a placeholder one called legs, and then I'm gonna add another one, front leg, and then back leg. Here, remove front leg dot L, back leg dot L, then put 2 more dot R dot R. Right, so now when I move this, it works. And when I move the whole thing, need to be correct with those. There we go. But here's the problem. There's a slight problem, and the problem is that you're not supposed to. These aren't supposed to move anyway. Wait a minute. Let me. Tail glitch? Was there a tail glitch? I didn't see the tail glitch. That's fine. Okay, so this is what I wanted, right? Maybe I should make it so that these guys follow, but they stretch, you know, like IK. Ooh, wait, no, that's actually what I'm supposed to do. Okay, wait, let's try this out, right? So I have this, but in addition to that, I have this. I duplicate everything, move them down here. Now these guys don't have that, right? So when I stretch this, look at this. This is what happens, right? And then what I do is for each of these, Control Shift C stretch to, Control C stretch to. Okay, and then that reset. Now watch this. Oh, look at, oh, this is so nice. Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you make a rig. Oh, I see. Oh, I see the tail glitch. Yeah. Hi. What are you? Oh, there you go. Yeah. All right. And then we just do the other ones now. Control Shift C, stretch to. Control Shift C, stretch to, and then remove your armature modifiers so that you don't look green. Okay. Nice. I'm gonna. You're not parented anything, right? No. What if you are parented to this? Would you follow the? Yeah, you do. Oh, but you don't follow the rotation like this. I'm assuming both of you don't do that, so I'm gonna clear parent for both of you, and then give both of you the armature constraint, so that when I do this, yeah, look at that, and then when I do this, there we go. Oh, another glitch. What are you connected to? Back leg L. Nope. You're supposed to be connected to the neck. Okay, and then these guys are parented to this. You are parented to this, and what else? This. You throw in the bag? Indeed, he is throwing it back. Right. And yeah, and then that's that. Take these and put them in neck group. Assign and take these and put them in the eye group. Or not the head group. I'll make a. I mean, his eye, we never have a scene where his eyes move, so it's okay. Both of these will have a armor deform modifier. And little buddy is now rigged. You make him dance. Maybe I'll make a little animation with him. Let's try making a little animation with him. Oh shit, okay. Yeah. Right, we're missing one bone though. After I figured out after doing that we're missing a bone that controls both these two at the same time. So we're gonna add one bone in the very center. Rotate by 90 degrees, move it up, and I'm gonna call this torso. It doesn't actually control any, it doesn't deform anything, but these two are parented to the torso bone, and the torso bone is parented to the root bone. So if I need to move, oops, keep offset, right? So this can move it like this, and then this is parented to this. It's already parented like this, right? Yep. So now I can make him jump like this. Yeah. Okay. Rig is done. Two, three. That was fast. Yeah, it's not that difficult. This could have taken me. Nah, come on, surely not. It's very straightforward, right? You just find out what needs to move, and then you put a bone on it. And once you know how to rig, it becomes really easy. If you've never rigged before, it'll probably will take you days. But once you know how to rig, it takes you minutes. That's the issue with the wolf model. Can't be that difficult. I'm missing something. No. Just realized. Forgot this guy. Mainly the legs IK. Did you stretch? No? Is that not how you would do it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where'd it go? I mean, I lost it. Shit. Oh, well, I lost this little, like, ring, so I guess I'm gonna make a new one. Like, are you having difficulty with an IK chain? IK chain is pretty obvious, or not obvious, it's pretty straightforward, dude. Do show me a picture, right? Maybe I can help. IK is pretty straightforward. You just put the IK, was it you have to set the IK length to the correct amount. And once you have that, it should be straightforward. Scale, sign, and join. What happened there? That's what happened. Move you back. same material, and then I just have to UV unwrap you so that you're unwrapped at the correct position. Yep. There you go. Easy as that. Right, and then all I need to do is just join them together. Anyway, I think that should be it for today. We have like 2 more to do, so we've gotten these guys down. The rigged. This guy's rigged. I'm doing this guy's an extra because I don't actually know where the hell this guy shows up in the MV, and as well as this guy. But like those are the easier ones. I don't want to make this guy. This guy looks a little too difficult to make, or not difficult, but like it's too much effort. I only have like 4 more days, and I don't need to make every single fluff guy. We can just make a variation of different fluff guys. So for now, this is okay. In the end, I never did do the fur texture, and I think that's fine because this is already decent enough. I like it as he is. He looks relatively fluffy. A little low poly, but definitely fluffy. All right, Luke, I guess you can just send it to me in the server and I'll check it out. But for now, I'm gonna stop here. It's been 2 hours and 30 minutes already. Goddamn. And half the fucking stream was just me on Blockbench doing nothing. All right, so I'll see you guys later. I don't think I'll stream for a while. I'm just gonna lock in because most of this is just rigging. Ooh. It's nighttime in your side? No, it's 8 in the fucking morning. I woke up at 3 o'clock. Woke up at 3 o'clock and I started streaming immediately. Maybe I should have like woken up first before I streamed, but yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys later. I'll take a nap and I'll keep on working.